be sharing with you. I'm going to be sharing with you some factors today. I'm about to share my screen for you to see now. So in previous classes, I shared with you about laboratory management, and I showed you what the laboratory management is, the things that you need to pay attention to, your role as a laboratory manager, and some other things. So today I'm going to be sharing with you on Biorisk. And as you can see from my slide, as a Biorisk involves the management of biological agents, including radioactive and harmful infection or cause harmful occurrence or occasion to a laboratory personnel. You already know a laboratory personnel is anyone who works within or around the laboratory. So a laboratory personnel is someone who works within and around the laboratory. So that takes me to sharing with you laboratory hazard. I've just mentioned the most common two, especially in a medical laboratory. There are some other hazards, general laboratory hazard generally, but the major two for a medical lab is usually a laboratory hazard that is caused by radioactive material, and the other one is being caused by biological material. So radioactive materials can bring about hazard in a laboratory, and that is when the hazard comes as a result of when an ionized atom of a radioactive element get escape out of its confines. Now, don't forget that in your dealing as a laboratory manager, you're going to be having contact with radioactive materials in your research work. So don't forget that different types of laboratory. So different types of laboratory and the radioactive materials where you're going to be using in examination of samples, materials like atomic absorption as spectrophotometry is making use of a radioactive element. So it's making use of a radioactive element. So in the light of this, you need to be careful in your handling. So Biorisk involves the management of this dangerous material. So Biorisk is like a method of management that involves you keeping yourself away from a biological hazard and a radioactive hazard. So I said that biological material in terms of pathogens that can cause infection are different pathogens. Because you're going to be exposed to different pathogens, you're going to be exposed to the virus, you're going to be exposed to bacteria, you're going to be exposed to fungi, and they can cause you harm if you cannot manage the risk of this hazard very well. So next slide, I'm going to be showing you about 10 factors that you need to put in check to make sure that you're not a victim of this hazard, as it were. Number one, I said provide comprehensive training on handling radioactive materials and dangerous biological agents. Don't forget that I already established you previous classes that you're a laboratory manager, and you need to have this knowledge within you that you're a manager there. So working there places you at a place of authority whereby you need to train. One of your responsibility, you remember we mentioned it previously in some of our classes too. So you need to provide a comprehensive training on handling radioactive material and dangerous biological agents. This is one of your jobs. Hello? All right. So, sorry for the network age. Let me just round up for today, then we'll continue tomorrow, or we'll continue next class, rather. So, the safety precautions or hazard I'll share with you today is you need to provide a comprehensive training on handling the radioactive material and dangerous biological agents. Number 2, you need to use biological safety cabinet for handling biological agents and radiation. You need to shield yourself from radioactive materials. Then, as a laboratory manager, you must mandate the use of appropriate personal protective equipment, including gloves, lab coats, and safety goggles. You must regularly assess the risks associated with the experiments involving radioactive and dangerous materials. So, next class, I will take more time on it to explain deeply. And I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Then we meet next time in class. We meet next time in class. Thank you. Thank you. We meet next time in class.